What's up, YouTube? This your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And we are out here in LA today doing a live stream. I just wanted to touch base and say what's goody. But let's get into it. Alright, y'all. I don't really have much specifically that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to hop on here and say what's good. You know what I'm saying? Your boy out here in LA for the weekend. From Thursday to Sunday, we'll be out here. So I'm going to try to get some live streams in while I'm out this way. Because, I don't know, I edit from my desktop, so I'm gonna be recording this stuff, but I won't be able to put it together the way I want to put it together until I get back to the house. So I'm gonna get some live streams in. We'll talk about some stuff, man. But what's good? What's up with the people out here in the land? The land of milk and honey, nah. Oh man, should be exciting time though. I will say this, man. I want to tell y'all something, man. And I really appreciate the folks who mess with the channel and been. Let me put this up a little bit. I feel like chopping boy. I don't like it. Who mess with the channel? Who mess with the channel, man, and been around for a minute, man. Because I feel like there's been a lot of really cool things happening as of late. There's a lot of things that are in the works that could be happening that are even cooler, and I feel like none of that would even be possible, man, if it wasn't for you all watching and supporting the movement. And then also, and not even just watching, but I mean like letting me know that you feel the content, letting me know where, like, yo, tweak this, fix this. Because I look at a lot of that stuff and I try to, you know what I'm saying, give y'all what you think. And there's certain things that I may know needs to be tweaked, but I hold off on it. And then when somebody say, yo, try to work on it, you know what I mean? So I don't know. So just that, man, all of that stuff, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all holding your boy down. But we out here in LA. I'm supposed to be linking up with the big baller brand folks over the weekend, talking about some things with the JBA summer stuff, you know what I'm saying? All kind of exclusive content, man, that I want to try to bring back. Put that last video on Reddit, man. I appreciate it. I tried to do the Reddit thing a couple times myself, man, but I don't know it, man. You know how that is. What's good in AB? Man, right now I was out earlier today, and it's funny, man, because I got my camera, and so as I'm walking down the street, I went to In-N-Out, so I'm in the line at In-N-Out with my camera, and this dude's like, "Who are you trying to take pictures of? Who you out here for?" And I was like, "What?" And I realized he thought I was paparazzi. So that's the kind of crazy thing is, as I'm walking around vlogging, people think that I'm paparazzi, like waiting on some type of celebrities to pop out or whatever. So that was interesting, but it's been chill, man. Chill so far. I flew out here. I left Indianapolis at 7:20. I got here at 8:50 a.m. So it's a 4.5 hour flight or something like that. So really it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's really like 5 or 6 o'clock in Indianapolis. So I'm behind, so I had to take a little nap, get a little food in my system. But I feel like we're gonna make it through the day. Yeah, so it's all good, man. What we talking about? Let's see. AB the paparazzi. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he asked me who you taking a picture of. I said, man, I'm really just taking pictures of myself. I don't know if that sounded weirder than if I was out here actually stalking people to take pictures. what's the goal of your LA trip? LA trip, man, is networking. I got some things that I'm been working on behind the scenes with folks. So presenting all of that stuff and then seeing where it's gonna go from there. The ideal is that it's gonna go somewhere, but just where, you know what I'm saying? It could be something big, it could be something small, but it's gonna be somewhere. You feel me? Is it JBA a 4-year league? I'm not sure. It's 17 to 19, so you can play in the JBA from those ages, and then maybe if you turn 20 or something like that, you can get an extra shot. But that's the age range. But the cool thing is, if you're good enough, you can make that jump and go play somewhere pro, some overseas or something like that. So should be pretty cool, man. Hey, Cheyenne Gibson. How did y'all watch that video? It was 3 hours. I mean, I'm sorry, that last video I did was 30 minutes, which was crazy to me. But it was like I edited that video last night because I knew I was flying out this morning. So I edited that video from, let's say, 11:30. I started at 11:30 and I edited that video straight to like 2 o'clock in the morning. So for a 30-minute video, that's a lot. That's really fast. Good luck, AB, with your networking. What time is it in Lithuania? That's so crazy to me, man, how the time zone difference is. This the time zone difference from here to Indianapolis kind of throw me off a little bit. Same level than NCAA D1 or lower. I think, all right, so I will say this. What makes it the NCAA so good, right, is obviously you got these players who come into it as freshmen and they're like amazing and they could probably go pro and everybody know they're going to go pro, right? But in most NCAA teams, there's folks on that team who are not going pro, right? Or who need to develop a little bit before they can go pro. You need a year, 2 or 3. So it's yet to be seen, like, where these kids who are playing on in the JBA are kids who could play Division I basketball, right? They could be freshmen Division I basketball players on somebody's team. Now, are they kids who are like, what's the kid from Duke who comes in and plays as a freshman and is the best player in the country as a freshman? I don't know, but could they be on somebody's team, redshirting as a freshman, developing to get better, and then potentially becoming like a NBA player? I feel like those are the type of kids that we got right now in the JBA, or they got in the JBA, because the youth will cling to it, and the youth are tastemakers of grassroots basketball, lower league than the G League or NCAA. I feel like it's you can't it's on par with the NCAA. All of these kids like could play in the NCAA tomorrow. Zalgiris made the Final Four in the G League. I do agree with you though. I think the youth will hang on to this, right? And will really appreciate the JBA because it's them. You know what I'm saying? The same way that they like love to watch other high school kids on YouTube and like all of these Jelly Fam dudes become celebrities through like these high school or these like YouTube channels and stuff like that. I think that these JBA kids will do the same thing. ALG. Like, I know there's no top talent like 5 stars, but it's kind of similar. Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if you put it on the star system, right? If there's a kid who's a 2-star kid, he's an NCAA type of kid, right? There's like if you're a 3-star kid, you know what I'm saying? Like you're an NCAA kid. So like that, it's hard to judge it, right? Then when you think NCAA Division I, right? You've got Duke way on this end, and then you've got the school who's D1 who you've never heard of way on this end. these kids could play in that spectrum. The dude with the hoodie is cold blooded, man. I like that kid, and his wrist was messed up too in the tryout, so he was kind of struggling a little bit to shoot and do things, but the handle was wild. But and also let's think too, the G League is professional dudes who graduated college already or what. These 17 and 19-year-olds, I would hope if these dudes could go to the G League right now and take over, then they would be one and done NBA players. Does the JBA have trainers? Yes. They've got that. The thing with the, don't forget us. You on the way to the top, man. Thank you, man. I hope so. BBB will need to work hard to convince people to come to their JBA games and watch non-LaMelo games. I don't think so. I mean, I think that they got a different structure than like, hey, just come watch this basketball game. There'll be something else. So like, not only do you get to watch this basketball game, like you also get to experience XYZ. But they got to see Kizo. I'm interested, man. I feel like out of all of the players who made the squad, the Kizo dude is the one who most people are like, yo, they wait till you see him. Wait till you check him out. Yeah, Melo is going to play in the JBA this summer. YouTube in Spanish. Your screen is confusing me. BBB will need to convince people to come to their JBA games and watch. Oh, I've never seen that. Phone acting up. Oh, I see. Who would be the coaches? I'm not sure. I think that the thing with the coaches is like this, right? And all of those like trainers and all of that, they already have like a network of. So like in the videos that I did, right? When we went to a certain city, we went to go check the arena, right? We went and practiced at a gym. There were coaches there who they're linking up with people who like do basketball. So we talking about youth sports, right? So AAU, there's basketball coaches there. You know what I'm saying? There's ex-college players. If you think about how many coaches in the United States right now who would sign on the dotted line to coach a JBA team, it's crazy. I think the games will be streamed. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Facebook or like the same setup like as that London Lions game where it was through a different website. Hey, send Coach Seskis over here now. I'm not sure where they're gonna play in New York yet. We didn't do that one yet. Hoodie flash just for a feel for the game. This is what really means, yeah. The kid with the hoodie though, I think that was one of them dudes who, I promise, it's a clip. It's in there where somebody missed a shot. He hit some dude with a little crossover, and then threw the ball across the court, and hit a dude wide open. He took a shot and missed it, and then I feel like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that dude can hoop. Like he definitely gonna be he definitely gonna make the roster." And then just as the day went on, he just started like finding people and dishing the ball. I feel like he was one of the first people who they were like, all right, he's on. From No Fuss Gus, a man you can trust, all the way from Africa, representing the BBB in the motherland. Let's go, bro. Kid Max, what's up? But yeah, I don't know who the coaches will be. I think that's part of one of the things that what's going to happen while I'm out here is I know Saturday is going to be like the JBA brain trust meeting, and like it's going to be crazy. Everybody, I think it's a meeting from like 10 a.m. to like 6 p.m. type of thing where it's all JBA stuff. the putting the marketing and everything in the rollout. It's gonna be crazy. Just got your BBB hoodie. That's what's up, man. The best player is Greg Floyd. That's what I heard. He's the 5-star or the 4-star recruit they got. They got a 7-footer, man, from New York. Now, I ain't gonna say he the best player, but he's 7 foot. If he can develop into something, he got a shot. Thing as it looks. I'm telling you that I feel like what we'll see is there'll be kids who like everybody knows from ranking systems and YouTube, and like there's these folks who is like, oh, these are the popular dudes, these are the ones who are going to be the best. And I'm telling you, I can tell that there's going to be a kid who comes out of here who you never heard of, who wasn't getting recruited like that, who going to end up being a monster. I see it in a couple of kids where when you look them in the eye, you can see that it's something in there that ain't been unleashed yet, and they about to do something in this JBA league. How do I know where you? I don't know. We're gonna have a game in Spain just for you. Baby Embiid, he did look just like Embiid. If he can get that Embiid game, it's gonna be wild. Or Earl Watson role. Earl, I want to say like a mentor. I heard him talk about one time that he was also a part of helping get the classes and the mentorship thing down. I'm telling you, like, this thing is gonna be crazy, man. Even this is, and like listening to him talk, I can't remember. I don't know if I recorded it or not, but listening to like the BBB people talk to the players in New York about like how this is going to affect them outside of basketball, as far as like monetizing themselves, and then how to like be entrepreneurs and business and all of that stuff, man. That's all of the things that are happening to this thing, right? I think that there's this part that everybody realizes. You got 17 and 19-year-olds who are about to embark on something brand new, traveling the country. And then we even talking about 17, 19-year-olds who come from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these real kids. So like, or not, I don't call them kids, young adults, but these like real people from like real neighborhoods, real things. So I think what we're going to see is the schedule for them is going to be tight, and it's going to be like a consistent learning experience. I think the difference between this JBA experience and the NCAA is like these kids going to finish this season feeling like professional athletes, training, waking up every day, basketball, finances, basketball, entrepreneurship, basketball, you know what I'm saying? Professional athlete type stuff is the schedule. And so by the time this thing is over, like these kids, like I think that it's funny watching them like be so excited right after it's over, like, yo, I'm a professional athlete. But I don't even think that it like has set in on like what that really means yet for a lot of them. Like they really about to be getting paid to play basketball. Like not like this is fun thing that we doing at the gym on the weekend. This is like, yo, I'm really need to work on my game because I'm about to like really have an opportunity. It's like if you watch that New York video, the one kid, I gotta do a better job remembering names. That's my worst part with all of this. I gotta just start writing names down, because I really wanted to have lower thirds with everybody's names in the video, but like I was so busy I didn't even write names down. So I messed that up. So I apologize, because I should have had everybody's name in all of the videos. So going forward, that's going to be something that I'm going to work on. But I was listening to that one kid, and he was talking about wanting to get better at basketball. So he was in college, and he took a semester off of college and was spending 4 hours a day working on his game. And he was saying like he don't even think if he hadn't done that he would have made it to like on these tryouts, and I feel like that is the thing that is going to be like super different for a lot of these folks. I don't know if you ever remember watching like that the N1 series where like you have hot sauce in them and they traveling. I would say it's probably like a similar setup as this, but they like in the hotel room working on dribbles and combinations and like that. I feel like that is going to be like the JBA of like that level of dedication. I don't think these players realize that they prepare for. Gets drafted to the NBA from the JBA, it's a wrap. Once it happens, it's a wrap for sure. But the truth is, once a kid go from the JBA and like overseas and play ball, once somebody jumps like college into professional sports, to me it's a wrap. Because right now, like I said, how many players get drafted in the NBA draft? Was it 64, right? So this is the big thing about the NCAA. There's thousands of of kids who play NCAA sports. You know what I'm saying? And only 64 of them get to play basketball professionally or make it to the NBA. Right now, the thing is that with also, well, each team have an individual sponsor. All right, I'll answer that for you. Um, So if you think about that, how many NCAA players do not continue to play professional sports? How many NCAA Division I players don't go overseas, don't go to the G League, don't go to the NBA? It's a lot. So like when you take, if you got 64 players, and if you can get one or two of them or five of them or whatever to either go to the NBA or go play overseas, I feel like you just created a new opportunity for kids to get like tons and tons of money. Well, each team have an individual sponsor. From what I know, I as of right now, there are I don't think there's any sponsors as of right now. But I that's just as of right now. They are like I mean, if they this is the thing that I think like people don't catch is that if they wanted sponsors or wanted this to be partnered with somebody or what, it would happen. There's no sponsors because as of right now, they don't want sponsors. But like they could have sponsors right now. It could be major corporations already signed on the dotted line to sponsor the league, the team, or what all of that stuff. But they just don't want to do that because when you have sponsors, then you like have to fit into like what the sponsors want you to fit into. Like you're obligated to them in certain kind of way. So as of right now, it's more about like us. It's more about like them wanting to make sure the message, the league, and everything is what it's supposed to be. And then once they have that established, then if you want to be a sponsor of this, then jump on board. But not like, hey, you're the sponsor, tell us what you want us to do and we'll do it type of thing. That's what I'm saying. The only athletic brand Wilson is sponsored. I mean, Wilson got the basketballs. They got a partnership with that for the balls and stuff. But I don't know if I call that like a sponsorship. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know all that stuff. But I do know that the team who wins will get a vehicle. A vehicle. They will get a luxury car. Let's call it like that. And then also the cool thing is that if you are a player in the BBB, just how like LeVar and them talk, like you are not required to wear the BBB shoes and stuff in the game. Yeah, so like if you everybody's gonna get a BBB care package, head to toe, everything, shoes and all of that. But if you like to wear LeBrons, wear your LeBrons. Like if you don't have to wear the sneakers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Wilson is like a sponsor in the sense of like I feel like it's maybe a partnership with the balls or something like that, or like they work. You know what I mean? But I don't know about. I wouldn't. But I don't know. I don't have all the information. I only know a little bit about a little bit about a little bit about a lot. But I don't know. So this weekend, man, should be a cool weekend. Uh, a little known fact, man. I do a little stand up comedy. So I'm trying to get to like I wanna while I'm in LA, I feel like that's the spot to hit the open mics and tell some jokes. So I'm gonna try to get out here and do some of that this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I got these knock knock jokes that go hard. They go hard, I promise. Also earlier today, I touched down and had In-N-Out for breakfast, which was actually pretty good. What about the gear you giving away? How could I win that? All right, so I do got some stuff, man, that I want to give away. I'm trying to figure out how to do it though. Like I had the one shirt. I said whenever we get 1,500 subscribers, then I want to give it away. But what I'm gonna do is once we hit it, then I'm gonna do the little. They got a little app or whatever that can randomly go through and pick somebody. So I'll pick somebody, then I'll post a video of like, yo, this person won, but I'm not going to like send you a message if you won. So like you gotta see the video within 24 hours and then hit me on a comment in that video like, yo, hey, like I won, let me get the stuff, and then I'll send it to you. And then if you don't send it, if you don't see it in 24 hours, then I'm gonna delete that video and do another one, and then somebody else will get it. And that's the BBB shirt. But then I got these JBA shirts too, man, that I wanted to give out. You know, it's Pizza Hut or Coca-Cola sponsor. Big companies cutting a check for advertisement. Yeah, that's what we talking. What about gear? You could do like overtime with the BBB players. Big companies cutting a check. And like I said, man, from what I heard is there's already big companies who like want to cut the check. They just aren't letting them cut the check yet. I think that's one of the big misconceptions about like the whole big baller brand thing is like who wants to partner with what? Everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how many like if you think about Allen or anybody in there, how many people you think have sent them a message already about, yo, if you need coaches, let me coach. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you need this, let me do this. It's through the roof how many people reach out on a daily basis trying to fill some of them positions. So none of that's hard to do. And then you got to think that they've been in AAU basketball and around basketball for years. So just in their own networks, it's not hard to get people in to fill those positions. Even at the tryouts, right? If they would just wanted to be crazy and do like all of LeVar's brothers could coach all of the teams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they got enough people to do that way. Eat all flavors, no grease. It's Watts. Eat at all flavors, no grease, and Watts is fire. Straight up. Asking them questions. Eat at Taco Mel's too. It's off the chain. That's what I'm trying to do. When I go to places, man, I like to eat the food from there, man. That's the big thing for me. How do I get I want all of the best food. All of the best food. All of the best food. Oh. Let's see, who is that? Yeah, man. So it's cool though, man. Do y'all got anything specific while I'm out here this weekend that y'all want to see or hear about? Bow. No, 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 no. King Tacos. Don't mention Allen this one. Oh man. Eat tacos. Eat tacos. Protect. Nah, man, y'all wild. More behind the scenes footage, yeah. Might be somebody just told me there were. True players. How they gonna fill the rest? I want to say like they got a bunch of alternate players. So in a lot of cities they picked like the main group and then they got alternates. So they'll be able to pull some of them in from other places. Yep. What's the playoff format? I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. I want to say it's like a round robin tournament. Go to the chicken and that's definitely I want to get some chicken and waffles. What team, LaMelo? I don't know what team. You late to the party, Weiss, man. Dang. It's going to be interesting to see the JBA League come together. I think it'll be success. I think it will be too, man. I think that it's different than any other league similar to this, right? I feel like in comparison, it is, let's say, in the best halfway comparison would be like a mix between like the XFL and like the big three, right? If though you merge those things, right? So think about like not in like all of the charades and stuff, right? But the difference between the BBB and all of that is, all right, so for one, the owner of the league, everybody knows. So it's the same thing as like Ice Cube, Vince McMahon, everybody knows them, right? So a lot of people just going to show up, or some people just want to show up just to hang out and see the owner of the league at the games, right? But then when you take this league into a little bit more in depth, like you then have all of the other folks around the Ball family. Melo who will be playing, Jello who will be around potentially, Lonzo who will be around. So you got folks who are going to show up to see which one of those people show up. Then I think what'll make this league cool is that while this is all happening, like the Facebook Live people will be there. So like if you're a fan of the show, you'll get some behind the scenes information on like the league and all of that stuff from the Facebook Live show, which will bring in some more people who will want to see it in person. So I think just from like a story standpoint, it's a little bit different because it's not like a league that starts like for football they had like the USFL or whatever, and it's a league who then has these teams, and you're only showing up to see the players, right? So the only thing is like you want to come in and watch some great basketball, but there's no connection to anything outside of like football and that thing. So this is different. So like you'll have connections to this league outside of just like what's happening on the court. And then I'm sure there'll be some type of content strategy so that you get a better look at the folks who are on the court. So then you know who you coming to see. You know who's coming to your town. You'll have a favorite player, as opposed to like when these other leagues launch, you don't even know who's out there, right? You hoping to see somebody who catches your eye, but then you have to show up to even do that. So it'll be different. And then so the big three is like they had a lot of older players who you heard of before, so you could you know what I mean. So when you came, you at least got to see Chauncey Billups and Allen Iverson and all of these other folks. You know what I mean? Same kind of setup. Maybe not even noticing that. If the big three can sell out, the JBA can sell out 100%. Be there too. They love the ball fan. Ball is life. Ball is life need to be there, man. I would like I don't where's Ball is life and based out of. I would like to pull up on them and network with them while I'm out here. Thought was. Fans cheer for. I think that's what I'm saying. Like I can, the basketball is gonna. I think that these kids are gonna come in and put on a show. Like this is just even bigger than the big baller brand. Like there's 64 young dudes who signed up who like lives are invested in us as well. You know what I'm saying? And also the cool thing with this is too is like 64 players, right? The cool thing is different about JBA versus college is that once you're done playing in the JBA, like there's potential for job placement within like the network of big baller brand things. Be just like you said, fact, people know each player's story. That's big for branding all around. Exactly. Ball is life is in LA, man. I need to link up. Ball is life. Let's link up, man. How do we work? What? Successful ESPN, Fox. If it's successful, ESPN, Fox. Oh yeah, if it's successful, I mean, I would say everybody's gonna have their own definition of what success is for this league, right? It's the same ideal of like when the ZO2s dropped, right? And then folks were like, how many did they sell? How many did they sell? And then so for some people, like, oh, if you compare it to Yeezys and you say Yeezy dropped 10,000 and they sold out on the first day. If you don't sell 10,000, then that's not a success story. Like I feel like it'll be hard for people to determine success for this league because you'll want to compare it to other things, right? So like same thing if you take it back to the NCAA analogy, right? Now, Duke may sell out every game that they play no matter where they play at. There may be other NCAA squads who, like, still managing to field a basketball team every year and create revenue who don't sell out every game. Like what Allen told the kids in NYC. Yep. Fizdale, man, you know what I need to do? What's coming down the pipeline is I have not talked about the NBA playoffs at all on my channel. And it's just because I've been busy with work and then moving around doing this stuff. But I wanted to do like a prediction video and all that. I never got into it. I feel like the Mike B say, I like what Allen told the kids in the NYC video that they can make millions going overseas. It's a fact. And one of the cool things of watching at the tryouts is that there's so many moments where somebody is saying something super real to these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like bigger than basketball. Even if you look at the places that the tryouts were held at, you know what I'm saying, especially in New York and Philly, the guys who were in there are like bigger than basketball dudes who like talking about real life. and they're invested and want to see this brand work and see this league work because they understand how like this will impact and change lives of young adults like across the country. If the JBA is here 10 years from now, it's a success. I could dig that. I would say that, yo, if the JBA is here 10 years from now, that yeah, definitely a success. Because most of these like new spring up leagues get a season or two in the belt, and then they have to call it quits. But I feel like if the JBA is here 10 years from now, it's going to be, and I don't know because, like I was saying, like they have potential sponsors and they like, yo, this is our thing. You know what I'm saying? But so I was going to say, like, I could imagine that it blended or merged with some other company and like with the NBA or like something like that. But I can see them like the NBA being like, yo, let's what, and they saying, nah, man, we got it over here. I teach financial literacy too. Super dope, yo. Keep it up, bro. I'm just as interested in seeing how far you'll go in this venture as the Ball family. Straight up, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I was talking to my lady friend just the other day about how crazy like this whole experience has been, and then like how much of a blessing it has been so far, right? If you think about this, last week I was in Philly and New York. This week I'm in LA. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks ago I was not intending on being Philly, New York, or LA. You know what I'm saying? So like all of this shit was things that happened just in the last couple of weeks, which is crazy. I never been to New York. I was there last week. I never been to LA. I'm here this week. So just off of that experience alone, that's crazy to me. But like even just some of the opportunities that we've talked about and the potential of this stuff, even like just the access to be able to create the type of content that I feel like I have on my channel has been big. And for like deeper than just like stuff that I could put on the channel, right? So it allowed me to like do some extra creative things with the edit and all of that stuff. So I like doing the editing and the video stuff. So it just put a good space for me to even be able to showcase them other skills. So like if it's not even a BBB thing, like there's some potential to say like this is some of the stuff that I created with that little bit of access, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It should be pretty cool, man. Undercut the NCAA. Takes 10 years to build a brand that withstands the test of time. Might be. I think they will undercut the NCAA and become the main funnel to source top young basketball talent. It's possible. I think the only thing with that is that if they undercut the NCAA and become the main source for that, then you lose the space for like the kids who are being helped this year. So like if all of the top recruits now want to go to the JBA, then where is the kids who like couldn't get into the NCAA going? You know what I'm saying? Where are the kids who like were at JUCO and then was like, yo, I'm really trying to do this, like, you know what I'm saying? I think that whole period, it'll become a different league pretty much at that point. You tell the universe what you want with energy you put out. Congrats on your manifestations and blessings. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the big things that one of my homeboys keep telling me is the same thing of the conversations that we've had like are things that are starting to come in fruition right now. You know what I'm saying? Even like this is even more crazier, right? Like I said, I was talking to my lady friend a couple weeks ago, maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I was telling her of like this dream scenario of like in what I want to do, like the opportunity that I'll get will look like somebody will hit me up and say, yo, we like what you're doing. Could you come do XYZ here and there? And then I'll be like, yo, I need to hop on the plane and go do this. And then she was like, what? Like, you would leave? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I was like, like, but that's something that probably won't ever happen, yada he. And then like a week later, I get a phone call like, yo, let's do, that dream scenario you just laid out last week. Let's go ahead and make that a reality type thing. So it's kind of crazy, man. Be done. They just need to create and invest in a system that can support both types of players, for sure. Our league will change as it grows to meet the internal and external needs. Could we see any BBB commercials in the future? I think that right now, man, it seems like the strategy is through like the social media stuff. I don't know if the strategy is like television, which I think is what helps. It keeps the cost down, right? If you think about social media posts, right, and how much big corporations nowadays are paying these people with like thousands or millions of subscribers or followers to like post on their page, and they've done this thing where like internally they have those pages and outlets already like accessible, you know what I'm saying? So like the same like access that like let's say Nike, what Nike's doing with your favorite YouTuber, giving them shoes to review on here, like they have the ability to do that same thing in their own like network and like their own brand and keep it all in house. So I don't know. You let me sleep in that bed next to you. It's cold out here in these streets. Hey, it's cold out here, man. Yeah. Universe was testing you. Yeah. That universe, man, it tests you. It tests you, man. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. I feel like there's I don't know. I feel like as this ride has been happening, there's been people who have been reaching out to me who like I've been, close to in the past, and they've been reminding me of like all of these small things that we talked about and that happened that like helped kind of push this stuff to come to fruition. So it's kind of cool. I don't know if they'll have a preseason. I know they'll have like a camp. Like I don't think there'll be preseason games outside of like scrimmages or whatever. The JBA training camp starts June 11th, I think. Well, they have more facts. Messed up my chance. Swapty, ooh, wapty, 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 ooh, swapty. Yeah, man. And that's I don't know. Yeah, the broadcast, man. I will say, I know the games will be streaming. And the games will be streamed online. The revolution will be televised. I feel like I'm in LA though, man. I need to get out here and touch the city, man. I got my batteries recharged up. I'm sitting in this hotel room. I need to go ahead and get downtown, man. Who's gonna be the best squad out of all the cities? Any idea? I will say, according to the folks who evaluated, they felt like the Philly tryout was the best, like as far as talent wise. But the Philly tryout was a lot of guards. So when it comes to best team, I'm not sure. They said like Dallas and Houston had like just a lot bigger kids, more well-rounded kids. You know what I'm saying, size-wise. So there may be different teams with a more traditional setup of players, so it'll look different. So it'll be hard to tell, man. But like this New York team got a kid who was 7'1". You got a dude on the squad who was at least 6'6", 6'7". They had a point guard, they had some dynamic wings, they got shooters. So the New York squad looked like it could be a problem for sure. Um, dun dun. Wop dee 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 dee. Who gonna be the best squad? Broadcasting games on Twitter. I don't know. Could that live stream with all the stuff you looking to work with the baby? Seems like it's are the big things for you. Don't sleep on LA, man. I won't do it. I don't know, man. That's kind of the. I feel like the cool thing about like the BBB is they are, and it's still a really new company, right? So there's so many things that they haven't tapped into. That, like, let's say if this was Nike already has people doing everything. Like, they got a grasp on every channel, every type of everything, whereas the Big Baller brand is expanding into so many different things. So the man, the possibilities could be endless. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of being able to deliver on stuff and making it work. Pull up on them LA games though. And they need to utilize Instagram more for sure. Don't have any bigs. LA don't have any bigs. The ain't the 6'10" kid, but I guess he a 6'10" wing, but yeah. Right. Good guards, yo. Oh wait, glad I get to witness your beginnings, bro. Just remember, it always takes a while to manifest our energies all the way up to the 9th realm, down here into the 3rd realm density. Straight up. Keep paying attention to the signs and appreciate the process as you're already. I think that's what it is, man. It's a process. Like, that's the one thing I think what's interesting about, like, even all this YouTube stuff. Like I didn't start talking about this stuff or creating content around it with like this being like the end goal. You know what I'm saying? There's more out of like love for creating things, and then also like wanting to speak on this type of story and like what all of this means. So like it's cool to kind of be rewarded for doing something that you just would have been doing anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's what makes it easy, is because like I would just sit here and mess with this stuff in some way just on my own. So it's like, in order to and to be able to get some opportunity from it as well, man, is kind of super dope. Be blessed. Straight up. Yeah, bop, bop. Bringing everyone up. Exactly. That's what I feel like. That's the thing, man. That's the that is the that is the if you go back and you watch my videos, right? There's like a message that I try to get in there, and a lot of it, right? And I know most of my content is not even up here, but like that to me is the cool part. Like back when I first started doing YouTube stuff a long time ago, I felt like I always wanted to create content with some type of positive message in it, and then I kind of got into a space where I just wanted to create content, and like I was doing these cartoons, And the cartoons were just kind of like stupid cartoons with no like real like thought-provoking message in it, and I could not do it. Like I enjoyed it, but I like didn't like doing it. So I felt like this stuff is easier to like fit a message in it and see the positive in things that a lot of folks end up seeing the negative in. So, which is also probably why I try to stay out of like all of these other instances of things that may come up that are negative in nature, because I like got this weakness of being able to like find a positive in like in most situations. Yo, this is a game over tea. I got this at the Brooklyn Stadium. I was gonna get this away, but as I was packing to get on the plane this morning, I needed a shirt, and then I was like, yo, let me get that. But yeah, that's a game over tea. Brooklyn Stadium game over situation. That Brooklyn Stadium game over though. That was the dude in the New York video, Eric Hicks. That's the owner creator of Game Over. Throwback fresh, yo. We out here. We out here, yeah, man. But that's what's up, man. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna try to touch down in LA somewhere. What is it? Rodeo Drive. That's where it is. That's where all the folks with that cash spending it down there at, man. I'm gonna go try to run into Kanye, talk some sense into him real quick. What team LaMelo playing for? I heard LeVar gonna make LaMelo facing the league. That's dope. Yeah, I know he gonna play. I don't know where. What's up, CJ? Stop the bashing each other and come together. This is bigger than the BBB. It's showing black men how to work together to build something. Enjoy, man. Hit up Venice. SM. Nice day out. I know, right? It actually was windy a little bit. I didn't bring a jacket. I didn't bring any. I almost brought all shorts. And it was cold as hell today. Especially on the plane, it was freezing too. I had to get one of them like plane blankets. Had to get a plane. Wear the BBB gear. Man, I made a mistake. I don't even think I brought any BBB gear. I'm trying. This is what I did, Brandon. Let me show y'all this stuff. You see this? This is a empty bag. The ideal is I'm not leaving here until this bag is filled up with BBB gear to the rim. I'm talking about I want it to be like where I gotta do that thing and I can't get it zipped up because the bag too full. That's what that bag is for. Man, all right, so I want to be, this is a crazy thing. So I got this laptop, but I can't edit on this laptop. It's just like a MacBook Air. And I got a whole big, like desktop, pretty powerful at the house that I use to edit all my videos. So I'm trying to, what I almost did, and I talked about this in one of the other live streams, I kind of wanted to do like a raffle, like I had them JBA shirts, and maybe like I do like a little raffle, like $1, you put a ticket in, and then like whatever, then like if you win the raffle you get the JBA shirts or whatever, and then I would just use that to like get me a heavy duty laptop that I could just take on the road. Then that way, like today I'm gonna shoot all this content, but then I won't be able to edit anything from this weekend until I get home. Which is, that's the beauty of the live stream setup though. But I don't know, man. I probably just end up just giving that stuff away as the subscribers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? like for like those type of achievements and stuff. And was living up right now. Pulled from high school, made it overseas to come to be the star of his father's league. He's living a life in the fast lane. Proud supporter. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Respect to my brothers. I don't know what that means. Man, but hey, hopefully I catch. I really do want to catch Kanye out here, man. Sit him down and talk that real talk to him. Get some BBB girl shirts too. Hey, I'm out here, man. I told you the whole bag. The whole bag. I want to say JBA practice starts June the 11th, as far as I know. But, man, it's been real. Appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. I'm finna go touch the city, man. Hopefully in my next video on Sunday, it's so hot out here. I'm about 3 shades darker. True subscriber. I appreciate it, Andrew Scott. Lady ballers. Hopefully it's so hot out here and I done touched the beach or something and did something. I ain't in the air conditioner all day. And I'm like Michael Black's in black. And I'm gonna have to turn on extra lights in my little room so I can show up on the camera. I'm trying to be out here like that. I want it to be so hot that like I just walking around, I get a little 6-pack and stuff. Greetings from Germany, man. What's good? What time is it in Germany? They flying us to LA. LA, yep. Let me see, man. CJ Mack. What's good? Everybody in LA. I think it's 10 days in LA. Conditioning, but it's gonna be like camp, man. It ain't gonna be no Rudy Poops. Like we hanging out in LA, superstar status. It's like wake up, basketball, lunch, basketball, dinner, basketball. You know what I'm saying? Them 10 days. Shit, what Zam? Boulevard starting the league for the Lady Hoopers. I got a sister that, man, you should have sent your sister out to the JBA tryouts. That would have been epic. She could have put that work in. That's what I don't know if I seen anywhere that it said like, yo, watching the UK keep up the good work. Love your videos. I appreciate it, man. I feel like it's about the videos about the, I don't know if you can tell, but like I'm with this new channel, man. There's 2 things that I wanted to do with the videos, and that's kind of why I actually slowed down putting out stuff. I wanted to be able to create a stronger live stream setup, which obviously we haven't got there yet. But this is not like a real live stream. This is more like a kick it live stream. We just out here talking, so it's not like a content live stream, which I'll probably end up doing later because of some things I want to talk about. But then it's also I wanted to raise the production value of the videos, you know what I'm saying, so we could start like pitching some bigger ideas. So be prepared. By the time the end of the summer hit, if things go the way it's supposed to go, the videos on here gonna look like we shot a whole television show, you feel me? The last video was 30 minutes. I didn't even expect that to happen, but I was like, damn, this might be an episode, like it's a whole mini documentary. And I think someone actually tweeted me that you gotta bring Coast to Universal Studios. Yeah. You know, I actually never been to Universal Studios. I've been to Disney World though. Oh wait, in South Africa I'm out. I don't know what that's. I don't use time like that. Yeah, but all right, I'm about to pull up, man. Good night, y'all. Good night from Germany, BBB Media. What's that? I mean, I don't know exactly which one you're talking about. Let me say that. Summer 18 about to be lit because LeVar, Suge Knight, the basketball, and the JBA Death Row. Oh, 108, got it. You're going to be recording us while we at practice. I don't know, man. Well, who? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Somebody else will be recording. I'll be like, yo, get that. No, I'm playing. JBA baller in the house. Calvin Brown. If now tell you guys if you're gonna announce that you're a JBA ballers now, y'all gotta at least let people know where y'all from so they know what cities to go ahead and check out. CJ Mack, Calvin Brown. People need to know, man. They don't know. Kept it 100. We're facing BBB Media or something similar that might be created in the future. It's possible. How about this? All right, let me tell y'all a story. Then I'm gonna hop off here, right? This was the crazy thing of when I first met them, right? And I don't know if I told the story in a video yet, but I went up to Chicago to meet with them at the Chicago Trials, right? And straight out of New York. So when I got there, the local news in Chicago was there, and they were getting some shots, and they wanted to do an interview, and they wanted to do this interview with Lonzo, because Lonzo was there, but he was running late. So now I'm talking about I just walked in the door, they introduced me to everybody. I met Alan, I met everybody else. And then they came up to me and was like, yo, like we the news is here. They want to interview somebody. They wanted to talk to Lonzo, but he not here. And they was asking me who could, you know what I'm saying, convey the message of what the JBA is about and all of that stuff in here, like in the squad. Who else could we talk to if we can't get Lonzo? And then he was like, yo, could you do it, AB? Like, I know you. And I was like, yo, I was like, hell yeah, I can do it. But it was crazy because, like I'm saying, I just met them. So, like, that showed me that they was messing with your boy heavy duty to, like, jump in and just let me be, like, the face of the brand for that interview. You know what I'm saying? Even in some of the cities that we went to, you know what I'm saying, I, like, pulled up and did some promo work. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But it's all good, man. It's a blessing. From Germany, man. Tune in, man. Worldwide, man. CJ Mack, man. You ready to be worldwide, man. Calvin Brown. They tuning in from Germany. Congrats, though, brother. Got that raspy voice. Mm-hmm. But no, all right, y'all. For real, though, I'm about to get off here, man. I'm gonna go see what's going on out here in the city, man. It's been real. We'll catch one of these live streams later. I don't know why I like to do this, man. I like to do these streams and then unlist them, so like not everybody can see them. But I don't know. I might keep this one up. Man, big things coming. Keep watching. Congrats, though, brother. What's popping in LA? Man, everything popping out here, man. On a handstand. It's popping on a handstand. This your full-time job now. Nah. Peace. When the games start. I Sometime in June, I think. The JBA big ballers in the house, man. Man, I'm gonna throw this out here too, man. I got some I got a bunch of footage from all of those tryouts and stuff, but like I got some edits that coming down the pipeline. Crazy, 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 crazy. But all right, though, I'm finna hop off here for real this time for the 77,000th time. It's your main man, AB the Hero, man. Let me find my OBS. It's all buried in here. All right, man. I'm out. Let me get this. There's the one thing I hate about live streams. I can't do my hand gestures the way I could do them. But I'm out. Peace.